Good day, everybody. This is BA Radiant Dawn, and I'm back with another top 10 units from each game, not yet in Fae. Today, we are covering Shadows of Valentia, and this is yet another game I have not played. It's on my to-do list, though. I have it down. I have everything I need for it. I have a physical copy and everything. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I brought along another expert of mine, and today my expert is Jigjetty.
Hello, I'm Jigjetty.
Just like with the photo, his link's gonna be down in the description below. And let's get started. So first off, for the 10th place we have Hestia, who to me looks a little creepy.
Oh yeah. Hestia is basically like like one of the fallen units. She could honestly appear on like a fallen banner, for all I know. But she's really just, your typical dark mage, but she's a witch, and in Shadows of Valentia, witches can teleport. So she might honestly come with Wings of Mercy, because or just something similar to it.
Like an enemy phase Wings of Mercy, like an enemy focused Wings of Mercy would be kind of cool. Like if an enemy's at like less than 50%, she teleports to them. But I'm not sure how that would work, because like magic is 2 range in Fae, right? So that'd be interesting.
Yeah. And also, because she's just like an enemy general person, she'd probably just be a Grand Hero Battle.
Probably, yeah. So I don't think she'd get the red carpet treatment like the other, if she wasn't a GHB.
But at the same time, what's his face from Awakening just got the treatment Mustaf, I think his name was. He just is a 4-star unit.
Yeah.
You can never tell, though.
Yeah, I hear ya. So in 9th place we have Mycen. I actually recognize this guy because I played like 20 seconds just to make sure my emulator can run Shadows of Valentia, so I know who Mycen is.
Oh yeah, Mycen's awesome.
I like him actually. He's one of my favorite Jagans, honestly.
Yeah, he's honestly a really good Jagan. Although in the base, original guide, you didn't really get to use him.
That's a ripoff.
But yeah, because they didn't have that prologue chapter we got to fight as a kids in the original Gaiden. So in Echoes they put him in there, and you do basically get him near the end. They'll probably just go off of Echoes though. He'll probably either be really broken or he'll be a 4-star unit. Blue unit for sure because of lances.
Yeah, he'll definitely probably be like a Lance Cav.
Oh yeah.
Which would be pretty, but like just having him in the game would be nice. But yeah, I could definitely see him being like a D-mode on his banner, just because Jagan was, Tatiana was, Seth was, like they're all D-modes, so I'm expecting him to get the exact same treatment, which is sad because I want him to be good, but we'll see how that happens.
He could honestly have a bond skill because he did have to protect basically all the children units in Echoes.
Oh, yes, that is true in the very first chapter. That would be pretty neat.
That's all I can think of for skill for.
Yeah, pretty much. And next up is Atlas, who's like cooler Donald.
Oh yeah, he's just buff Donald.
Yeah, and he's missing the frying pan as a drying pan.
Alice, he can basically be anything. They might just make him something to kind of fill in gaps.
Yeah, like if the banner's missing like an axe unit, he could be like an axe infantry or something.
Yeah, they might actually make him axe, even though Shadows of Valentia had no axe users that you could use, which is kind of funny. But they might make him just because why not? But if I had to guess, probably an archer, because I mostly see people make him an archer.
Okay.
But that's just my guess. But he's probably just going to be basic 4-star, because that's kind of what happened to a lot of them. Like it happened to Tobin. Didn't really happen to Gray or Cliff, actually, but they'll probably still just get some sort of 4-star treatment, just because he's a trainee unit.
Yeah, that's fair. Just a heads up, everybody, for a lot of these characters, there's like no actual weapon inventory, so we're not really given a whole lot to work with.
Oh yeah, a lot of them just don't start out with weapons in Shadows of Valentia.
Yeah,
that's one reason why.
Basically, all my research is useless because I only got their starting classes. Because they don't have weapons, I can't actually make any judgments off without actually playing the game myself. So having Jigon is actually super helpful for that regard. So next up is Dean. He looks so cool. I like his artwork.
Dean is really cool. He's kind of one of like a route split, so a lot of people may not have used him, but Dean is really busted because he's a dread fighter, and dread fighters in Shadows of Valentia are probably the most broken class, if not the most broken. It's only because there's a lot of mages in it, and they have tanky res, plus they do a whole bunch of damage, and they're really speedy. Dread fighters are just insane.
What weapons do dread fighters use in SOV?
They use swords. They didn't use magic or shurikens or any axes or anything like how they do in Awakening or Fates. They kind of just added on that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they usually just use swords.
So they're like a res buff sword master, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I would not doubt it if Dean got a whole bunch of a res and attack. Simply because dread fighters are like that.
Yeah.
Dean will probably easily be a 5-star unit. He's just that good.
Oh yeah, I want him to get the 5-star treatment because I can't wait to see his Fae artwork. It's gonna look wicked.
Oh yeah.
Next up is Zeke, who we've seen before. Now here's a question. Technically he's in the game already, right?
Yeah, I think this is kind of like the Odin Owain scenario where Laszlo and Inigo. Yeah, it's technically an ult, but it's also not an ult.
Yeah. He's technically a new unit, so it technically counts, which is so weird. But, I think Lance Cav sounds fair.
Yeah, he'll probably be a Lance Cav. He might honestly get Duma's Lance. It's just the Lance item in the game. It gives, I believe, the skill, it's been a while, but I think it gives the skill Vendetta, like a combat art, which kind of lets you do damage back to however much damage you take in, so Vengeance.
Oh, so he could so his weapon could have a built-in Vengeance in Fae, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah. That's if he uses Duma's Lance though, but I'm pretty sure you'll probably get Duma's Lance or something similar to it.
Yeah, probably. And next we got Valentia Brock.
Oh yeah. That's basically what he is. He's basically just your average sword fighter. Since he starts out as kind of like a Myrmidon, he probably won't get the dread fire treatment to where if they gave him a lot, let's say if they decide to give him a lot of res or something, they'll probably just be your average speedy boy, like Shannon or Ira.
Yeah, which would be cool. Power creep.
Yeah, just
a little bit of a power creep's not a bad thing, especially on him because he has. I like his artwork not because it looks cool, but because he has his eyes closed, so I instantly think of Brock. It makes me happy.
Yeah. He might get the 4-star treatment though, or at least be demoted to 4-star because Valbar has been 4-star and so is Leon. And they all three joined together. But he could be the exception. I don't know for sure. But if I had to guess, he might be 4-star.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool thought. The fact that they all joined together and the other two are 4-stars. It's pretty interesting actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so goodbye Zeke. Fernan. Fourth place. Let's see.
Yeah, Fernand will probably just be a Grand Hero. I think it's called Grand Hero Battle for the ones that's heroic girls you get later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll probably easily be that simply because he's an enemy unit. He'll probably just be basic, not too much added onto him, but I don't know for sure. I honestly can't really think of anything they would give him because he's kind of, like I said, he's just kind of basic. He's a nice character and everything, but I don't remember him standing out because I think Berkut just stole the spotlight from him, which makes sense because Berkut's Berkut.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. The one thing I find interesting, when you look when you're searching for when I was searching to do research on these characters for inventories. There's only enemy inventories, so the fact that there's some enemies on this list is really handy for me. Because I think he comes in as a Lance Cav, so that's probably what he'll be. He'll probably be a generic Lance Cav. Or a garbage weapon, probably. That probably won't do much. It would be nice if he had a ruse, maybe a ruse speed res for free, but I doubt it.
Yeah. He'll probably just be basic.
Yeah, and next is one that surprised me. I'm gonna need some information on this one because this just baffles my mind. Brigand boss?
Yeah, Brigand
fake
boss.
nudity.
I guess you could say he's kind of like one of the first big, like he's really just the first dungeon boss. Brigand boss doesn't really have much going for him, but honestly, he'll either be like a grand hero battle, or they will add him to the pool because he's an axe fighter, and like as we were talking about earlier, there's not very many green kind of people in Valentia, like no axe fighters, because again, no playable axe fighters. But they might just add him to the pool, kind of like with the dude like Mustaf. I think that's how you say his name, Awakening. They will probably just do that with Brigand boss, and he will probably be on the wheel.
I think it's Mustafa.
Yeah, Mustafa. There we go. I want to say 4-star, but at the same time, he's a meme unit. So.
And we saw how well Gatekeeper did.
Yeah, and George.
Oh. Sometimes the community, man, I wonder.
Yeah, it could be a Tinted Trials unit for all we know.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, Brigand boss will be neat to see. I don't remember him being scary or anything, so.
Yeah, I think it's just like the first chapter boss kind of idea, where it's like just such a like normally these are forgettable units like the first chapter bosses, but like even I know Brigand boss. I knew about Brigand boss, and I've never played Shadow of Valentia really. Like that's something I just find hilarious. Is that like nobody like me still knows the meme.
Yeah. Love Brigand boss.
Second place. I can't believe he got third place. That's insane. Next up is Tatiana, who, according to my notes, is a healer who has Seraphim, Nosferatu, and Physic, or a mixture of those, depending on the game you're talking about.
Yeah. Honestly, Tatiana, I really like Tatiana, but they'll probably just give her the staff user treatment, as in the 4-star staff user treatment that everyone gets.
I was gonna initially say the Natasha treatment, but I'm like, no, it's literally every single staff user. Mercedes, Linhardt, Natasha, Lena, the list goes on and on.
Oh yeah.
But actually, I'm not sure if they do that to her, because she is second most wanted from Shadows of Valentia on the list. I think they might actually make her premium, possibly.
It's also possible that they might just make her a spellcaster for some reason. You never can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Because, priests can cast spells in this game.
Yeah.
In fact, like, they literally just kind of start out with it, with at least Nosferatu.
Yeah, and like I said, she can get a Seraphim as well. And if I remember correctly, Seraphim is... That's not the beast-killing one from Three Houses, was it?
No, it basically just does effective damage to undead creatures.
Oh, okay.
Like
cool.
fiend monsters, which are basically like what a lot of the generic enemies are. So think like Risen, I guess, from Awakening.
Yeah.
Or like really just the undeads and the monsters in FE8. Just think that.
Okay.
That's really what they are.
So it's basically like so Seraphim is basically every bishop in Sacred Stones.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But there's no like undead creatures, so they probably wouldn't do like some sort of effective thing with that. But they could do something with Seraphim.
I'm thinking like they might do like a effective against beasts and dragons type spell, because I don't think we have a spell per se that's effective against both. I'm pretty sure. Who was it? Dark. Sharina. She has her tome is effective against dragons. I can't remember I can't remember the dark version's names very well. I remember Lif because it's close to Leaf, but I don't remember the other one.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have her. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. But yeah, it would be cool if she had something like that, because I don't think we have both Beast and Dragon effective tome yet. That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, it would.
And in first place, the most wanted character from Shadows of Valentia, not yet in Fae, is Lucian. His sister got in the game a long time ago, and this guy's still waiting. This poor guy.
Oh yeah.
The waifu treatment's real.
I really like Luthier. whenever you first get him, he starts out really well. He does fall off, but Luthier comes with Excalibur, and Excalibur grants really high crit, so they'll probably give him some sort of like special gauge treatment where he can trigger his special faster.
Yeah, it'll probably be like the Barst's axe, where it's like built in acceleration or something, and then plus wrath kind of idea.
Yeah. They honestly could just pull like this, what they do with a lot of the speedy boys. Just maybe give him like special, like not special trigger, because like that'd be too OP. But they could just give him some sort of thing like that, or like kind of give him the speedy boy treatment with all the wind mages, like Seed, not Seed, Asbel or Lucian. They'll probably make him really OP, although it's only because he's like really light. I think they'll make him pretty OP. But if he wasn't liked, I'd probably say it's 4-star. Yeah. But again, like I think he will be 5-star. They might make him a green user, simply because again, Valentia is really low on those green users. The green units, anyways.
Yeah, and
I feel like an insult to call them green units, but oh well. Since he knows Excalibur, it's a wind tome.
I'm a green unit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he would probably be green, yeah, because he's a wind user. Most wind users are green. Lucian, Sed, Kid Merrick, I think normal Merrick, like they're all green, so that makes sense. Soren, green, yeah. So he'd probably be green tome.
Oh yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Is there anything that you like? There is reclassing in this game. So really anyone could be anything pretty much, but I think for a lot of them, their starting classes is probably their best choices.
Yeah, the only one that will probably be at least somewhat different-ish is probably Atlas, but it's because he doesn't really start out as anything.
Yeah, he's a villager. They could become literally anything, and that's their gimmick, so he could be literally anything. They can make him like do wyverns exist in Valentia?
No, they do not.
But Pegasus do. Well,
yeah, they kind of do, because like the Pegasus Knights, but again, like they kind of like the DLC class, the stupid DLC, they make them like these like shadow mares, if I remember correctly, like these like black Pegasus.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the thought of that. Now, if only it wasn't locked behind DLC that's more expensive than the game. But I think we'll talk about that at a different time, at some point.
Oh yeah, it's been a while though, so I don't remember, because again, it's the DLC as well, so it's really at the end of the game.
Yep. For sure.
But yeah, there weren't really Wyvern Knights. There were these like flying enemy monsters, but that's about it.
Well, I can't see them turning Atlas into a monster. That would be severely disrespectful to him. He's too good looking to be turned into a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, these are the top 10 units not from Shadows of Valentia that's not yet in Fae. Thank you, Jig, for joining me.
No problem.
And again, if check out his channel, it's down in the description below. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe to both me and Sir Jig. And until next time, this is BA Radiant Dawn, signing off. See you, everybody.